Hello, my name's Dave. This is my full 3-stage review of DJI's Phantom 3 Professional Executive Kit that I got from droneworld.com. First, we'll go through unboxing and then a review of the equipment and items inside. And last, my first flight of the Phantom 3 Pro. I'm really excited. I do have a disclaimer, I'm not a professional. As a matter of fact, there are several firsts for me in all of this. First time owning and using a camcorder. First time editing a video and uploading it to YouTube. First purchase of a drone, and it'll be my first time flying the drone. I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. And the statements are my own humble opinions and views throughout this, not as an expert. I welcome any positive, helpful suggestions or feedback, and please like my video. So let's do this. So here we are with the box that I received, and I will say at this point that you're not going to see a whole lot of me. We're here to look at the contents of what is in the box and what I think of it. So you'll hear me speaking, and I guess if you really miss what I look like, go back to the first part of the video. But anyway, I do want to mention that I ordered from Drone World my drone, and 2 days later it was shipped. So I feel that was very good on their part as far as how quickly they got the items out. And their free shipping, which states I believe that their shipping is going to be from 3 to 5 days, was right on target. So this is the way I received the box, and we're going to go ahead and open it up so that we can see what the executive kit entails. And when I received the box and carried it inside the house, I will say it felt very sturdy, like it was packaged very well. And at this point, I see we have another box in a box, so bear with me. We're going to go ahead and get that out of there. And we don't really care about the outer box anymore, so I apologize for any excessive noises. Everything's okay. And here we have another tag to take off. We've got plastic. Okay. Oh yes, and the executive kit comes with a Nunuke case. I'm assuming that's what this is. And crash burn. Very nice. I like how it was packaged very well like that. They did a great job, I think. Taking the plastic off from the case itself. It seems to be very rugged, very durable. See, they got their tag on the front from Drone World, which I understand they're advertising from them. Might not be the best thing to have on the outside if I were to be shipping this by airlines or something, because I don't really want anybody to know what's inside. But that being said, looking at the case itself, I'm very surprised. It is very thick, very sturdy. You know, when they say it's airtight and ready for shipping and so forth, yeah, I believe it. It's got wheels on it. I'm not sure how it opens here. Oh, a little latch. So you can carry it like a wheeled suitcase. Very nice. I'm excited. Don't want to wait any longer. Let's take a look inside. Ooh, nice. We'll kind of get her in the camera view here. I think right off the bat we can see, gosh, everything just fits so nicely. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of room. We got a little information packet here from Drone World. We got a strap for the case itself. Everything seems to be, I'm really impressed with the packaging of it, because everything fits very snug. It's not like it's going to fall out anywhere or anything. So we'll just kind of pull things out of here, and we'll go over the equipment later. First and foremost, of course, the drone. I always like to pull that out. I'm trying to hold this and pull out at the same time. Hope I don't make any mistakes. That fit in there very snug. So there's our Phantom 3 Pro. This is a power pack that comes with the professional kit. Basically a USB power pack to charge up your phone or any other USB item. We have a bag with, feels like propellers, extra propellers inside. We have the Thor charger, as they call it. Has 3 different connections for batteries on there and 1 for the remote control to charge it up. We have a power cord for the Thor. A little slot baggie down here. We have SD cards and looks like extra gimbal stabilizer pieces. Propeller clip maybe to help hold the propeller while you're trying to put the props on. A couple extra batteries come with the executive kit. Looks like we have a manual and some battery disclaimer pieces of paper from the battery that was put into the unit. Here we have the case. That's a very nice little case for the polarized lens and the neutral density filter lens that came with the unit. Can't really open it right now because I'm holding up the lid so you can see what's going on here. Here we have the controller. This is kind of interesting. It has a nice strap to it. Has the long range already installed on it. So that's the controller for the drone. Very nice, very nice. Looks like we have, oh yes, the mini drone that came with the unit. And the control pad for it. A few other pieces, parts. Looks like a charging cable, extra little propellers for it. And our case is empty. So that's everything that was inside the case. Unboxing it, just kind of went ahead. I think they did an absolutely phenomenal job. I think everything is packed really well. Would have no problems putting it back in there, knowing that it's safe and secure to ship it or move it anywhere without things getting damaged. So very, very nice. I think they did a great job. I'm absolutely happy at this point that I bought this kit. So stage number 2 out of our 3 stages for this entire series is looking at the equipment and all the items that came out of our box when we unboxed it. The first is a manual, or at least what I assumed was a manual, but as I look in here, it looks like we get some stickers. So there's some DJI gold and silver, red, looks like, I'm not sure, purple, and I'm not sure what the other color is, but we got some stickers to play around with so we can kind of color things up a little bit, I guess. And yes, a Phantom 3 quick start guide, so that's very nice. Looks like there's also in the box, so it's going to give you an item description of everything that was in the box. And safety guidelines for batteries, and safety guidelines and disclaimer. So all that was in our package that I thought was just manuals, but lots of good stuff there that I'll thoroughly read through and make sure that we know what we have going on. I've already mentioned the strap for the case itself. Seems pretty durable, and the webbing on it is thick enough that I'm sure it will hold the weight of the load. Next up we have the USB charger. Looks like it might even have a light that is also in it or on it. Can't get, oh, there we go. Yes, we have a light, and we have indicators on how much charge there is to charge up anything USB that we would like to charge up for it. That came with the executive kit as well. Very nice. Turn it off. Lights are off. Next we have batteries, which there's 2 here and 3 came with the kit. These are the intelligent batteries, high performance, that came with the kit. Pretty heavy. I'd have to say, yeah, batteries are quite a bit part of the weight of the unit itself. It says they are 4480 mAh, 15.2 volts. So they say, from what I've read on the internet and heard from other videos, you're looking at approximately 20 minutes per battery for flight time. To check the status of the battery, you just push once and all 4 bars light up. It's because I did light it up, or charge it up before this, so I knew that it would have a full charge. So 3 batteries all together. There's 2 and there's 1 in the unit itself. I did turn on the miniature little drone just because I thought it was kind of cool, you know, red and blue lights on it, and it does work. So a person could have some fun with that. Look at that, it's going right off the screen. It knows where it wants to go, but that's kind of cool. And again, it came with some, looks like a little wrench maybe. I'm not sure exactly what that part is, but it did come with some extra props with it. So yeah, fun little toy to play around with. Also came in a bag. I had mentioned that it had come with extra SD card, which is right here, and also the SD adapter, so that you can plug it into your computer or a reader or something, because basically the SD card that goes into the camera itself is a micro SD card, so you need the adapter to go to regular SD. So the other one is in the drone itself. With the kit also came a SD USB reader, so slide the SD card right inside this reader to plug into your laptop or your computer to be able to read all your files that you take, videos or photos. I believe this is a little like tool to help hold on to the props or something as you try and twist them on. Guess I'm gonna have to read up on that one a little bit, just to double check it. I'm not sure. My golly, there you go. Fits just like that. Pinch it together, I can hold it and wind the props on. So that's what it is. It's a wrench to help hold the props to get them good and tight. A little bit of foam with some 3M sticky on it. So I imagine that's, not sure exactly what it's for, but it's in the bag. And some gimbal parts, as far as being able to stabilize the gimbal in case the ones I assume that are on there get torn or wore out. So there are 4 extra of those, and plus these clear little ones, 2 of those that are in there. I'm not sure what they're for, but I'll figure it out. It was all part of the kit, which is really nice. I mean, it's like, I think you have everything to make sure that you can fly and maintain it a little bit and have some fun for a little while. These are the extra polarized lenses that came with the unit. The case I couldn't open because I was kind of busy with both hands, but a nice cleaning cloth inside and both lenses so that you can put a polarized lens on the camera itself, and also a second lens, which again I'll have to read exactly what the lenses are for or what they do. I'm not an expert for cameras and photography, so I'm definitely gonna have to learn a little bit about that, but it's nice it comes in a case to help protect those lenses as well. So that was very nicely done. Props inside a nice DJI bag, and I believe it comes with a set of props and an extra set. Yes sir, there you go. I've got 8 props all together. Tops of them are coated in either black or gray, and the tops of the Phantom Pro also have color coatings to make sure you're putting the props on the right ones. So that's nice in case I accidentally have a mishap in the air or on the ground and ruin a prop. I have some extras, so that's very nice. Next we have the, as they call it, the Thor, which is the charging unit. It comes with 3 battery chargers, charging ends. Just take the end off. It's got a rubber cap on it, and it's got 2 tags there. Basically, it's pretty easy to put into the battery. It just swings in like this and plugs in just like, yeah, I said it was easy, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. So it's plugged in, ready to charge. And it has 1 lead for the control pad itself. Yeah, it's got a built-in fan for cooling, and also a regular spot for the power cord itself, just like a regular computer cord. One into here, one into the wall. So that's very nice. Be able to charge all those items at once, kind of get you back up and running should you be out and be flying a lot. Next we have the controller. The charging cable for the mini drone. Put that over. On the control pad itself, it's really nice. They got a silicone pad over the top of it. It has the descriptions of what each button is for on the side, whether it happens to be the gimbal dial that will turn the camera up or down, and on this side you have some shutter settings and buttons. Here you have for your up and down, or prop speed, I guess, or power, and left to right would be turn left, turn right. Over on this side you have forward, backwards, and right and left. I know there's some other technical terms for some of this, and I'm sure I'll learn them. A power button, which is just like the batteries actually. If I push it once, it's going to tell you how much charge it has. So at this point I've got a full charge in it. And a go home button. The go home button is a feature they have with DJI, and that once the drone is out somewhere and you want to bring it back, you just hit the go home and it will come back to where you took off with it. Up here they've got a really nice holder for smartphones. Actually, for a smartphone, these tabs right here turn out. Yes, they do, just like this. Little clips on the side that you can pull out, and this goes up. Push a button and you can fit your cell phone, which I believe I have mine handy. Yep, put that right in there just like that and pull down, and now you have a nice little holder, excuse me, for your cell phone. I am going to be using my iPad Air with this, so I've already tried it, and basically it takes this unit to be all the way up and it just fits in here very nicely. I have a USB cable that I will attach to my iPod Air, so that's very nice. I like the way they have this set up to be able to hold this here like this. Also with this kit, the executive kit, I ordered it comes with the long range antenna system, and it came already pre-installed on it, so I'm anxious to see how well that works for distance. Here is the charging port over on the side to charge up the battery for the control. And I think the only thing I missed and haven't touched on yet is on the underside there are a couple of buttons that you can push. Basically these are a couple of program buttons so that you can program to do certain functions once you're inside the DJI Go app that you fly from. That's the controller. And last but not least is our drone itself, the DJI Phantom 3 Professional. The Professional always has the gold marks on it. As we look at the top of it, you can see that they've got actual directions on here which way the props should be spinning. So there's also a black dot for the black props, and you remember there were silver props, so the silver would just follow the ones that don't have black dots on them. The back of the unit, this is where the battery is in the unit, and again, if I push it once, it tells me it's charged that much. They come out fairly easy. I mean, they do fit snug, and that's just where the battery goes in. On the underside, we have their sensors. They do have sensors for the unit being able to go off from the ground, so it doesn't just crash into the ground. It'll stabilize itself away from the ground, which is very cool. I'm so excited. It'll be nice to get out and use this stuff and actually see it in action. They have a gimbal camera lock when it's shipped, so it can't rattle around for the camera itself, which is here. And the camera is a 4K 1080p camera, I believe. Looking around, and here is the micro USB slot for the micro USB card that is in the unit. Looking for anything I missed on this unit. Oh yes, there is a connection for the unit itself. If you're to do a firmware update, here is a micro USB connection here. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it on the drone itself. So that's our equipment, everything that came in the box. The last thing that we'll be doing is a flight test to see how well things go there. All right, here we are out here for my first flight of the DJI Phantom Pro 3 from droneworld.com. So this will be interesting. As I had said earlier in the video, never bought one, never had one, never flown one, so we'll have a little fun and see what happens. If I let go of both, it automatically stops and will hold position. That's pretty cool. Seems to be pretty easy to maneuver. Of course, if I get too far out, I'm going to lose direction of which way it's pointing. And for my first flight, I don't want to get too carried away, but boy, it seems to be really responsive. It turns, comes down, come back. I like it. It's not as noisy as I thought it would be. Let's just take her forward. Oh yeah. Ooh, let's not get too carried away out there by them trees. Get away from them trees a little bit. Very cool. Now, I do have it set pretty high for return to home, so I want to see exactly how high it goes when I do it. Well, I had no idea how high to set it for because I'm not good with heights being my first flight, so I told it 100 meters. Oh. Holy crap. It's 300 feet. Yeah, that's could be. Feet, yeah. So there's three. It's going up. Well, just let it go.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Oh, you know, some people are recording us on their cell phones like, there's a UFO right there. Oh, here it comes.
Is it coming down?
It's going
yeah, it'll go directly over where it came from and then land.
Wow, it's high.
Holy God. Right,
don't hold on to it. Is that live?
Hey, Jennifer? Yeah, the camera's live.
Do you want me to keep recording this?
Yeah, till it lands and we turn it off, because then
it's coming down.
I have to finish.
Here it comes.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna back up because
back to where the GPS was taking off. Within approximately. So that concludes my complete review of the DJI Phantom 3 Professional that I received from droneworld.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, please like it. Have yourself a great time out there flying your drones, and if you don't have one, I would highly recommend it. Thanks.